Well, first of all, I mean, we haven't had any issues with financing any of our deals in the Nordic region. One of the reasons is, and I think we have to acknowledge that, is as long as you have an LTV lower than 50%, it's not an issue. If you can bring the cash, as I said, it's not king anymore, it's God, then you can get the money. If you expect to buy something and only put in 10 to 20% equity, then you have an issue. For the Danish market, if we just look at that, because the Danish market is financed a little bit differently with the Realkredit, the government-issued bonds. We actually pay up to a 50% LTV, about 65 basis points. So you can imagine that it is very interesting to do the financing in Denmark at the moment. There are 4 big banks doing these kinds of bond-based lending methods, and it's a market that is very unique to the Danish market, and that's actually this kind of financing that they're now bringing to Sweden, yeah. And it's the same banks who are doing that. They expect to be able to actually, in that way, provide financing that is cheaper than what you can get at the Swedish market at the moment. So it's very interesting, and it's of course due to our very good relations with these banks that we are also bringing them now to the rest of the Nordic market, especially Sweden, when we start investing there a little bit more. From our perspective, having the equity, it's not an issue with the financing. It hasn't been an issue at any given time for the last 3 years for us. But for the investors who expect, as I said, 10 to 20% equity, it is an issue getting the last 30% of the financing, and I think you will agree to that.